Hi, here's your review video on fractions. So a little bit of terminology to do first. Greatest common factor. Now, factor, often you see that word when you want to multiply. Common means you have something in common, and greatest is the biggest. So if I'm trying to find the GCF, greatest common factor, between 15 and 20, I'm looking for the largest number that both of those use to multiply, right, to get 15 and 20 as answers. So in this case, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20. The GCF is 5. That's the biggest number that both have in common when you're trying to multiply. Now the other thing that you often need to do in fractions is putting it in lowest terms or reducing your fractions. This I find kind of tricky. It might take a couple steps, and that's okay. So for example, if we're looking at 27 and 45, I know both are divisible by 3. Right? Because 27 divided by 3 is 9, and 45 divided by 3 is 15. Right now, I can't stop though, because I also know that both 3 and 15 are divisible by 3. Right? And I'm looking for the same number for the top and the bottom. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, 15 divided by 3 is 5. Now I'm good, because there is no number that 3 and 5 are both divisible by. With adding and subtracting. Now, the rules are the same for both operations. If you remember when there's a number up front and a smaller fraction beside, denominator. In high school, smaller fractions. They tend to be the more useful ones later on down the road. So let's practice just switching these mixed and proper. So to do that, if you remember, I'm going to multiply the number up front by the denominator. 1 times 7 is 7, and then I add the numerator, plus 6. So 7 plus 6 is 13. The bottom number stays the same, right? I'm still talking about sevenths. And then the second one, 3 times 3 times 7 is 21, plus 4, right? It's 25 sevenths. Now the denominator is the same. I can add my sevenths all together. So I have 13 sevenths plus 25 sevenths. That gives me 38 sevenths. And if I could put it in those terms, I would, right? But looks like I'm done. Subtraction. This one's tricky because I have different denominators. It's like adding oranges and peanuts. They just don't go together. So the first step is to make a common denominator. Now both 3 and 4 are factors of 12. Okay? I know that 3 times 4, oh, I don't know that color straight, right, is 12. Right, now if I'm going to multiply the bottom by 4, I have to multiply the top by 4. So that means that the top number, the numerator, becomes 8. So 2/3 is equivalent to 8/12. And then on this side, right, 4 times 3 is 12. If I do something to the bottom, I've got to do it to the top. Right, so 1/4 is the same as 3/12. If you have 8/12 minus 3/12, so, whoop, whoa, let's undo that. There we go. Sorry. All right, the bottom is still, we're still talking 12, and 8 minus 3 is 5 in lowest terms. All right, hopefully that helps. A little bit of a review for you. If you have any questions, please ask next day.